All right, so our hands are the only attachment to the club, right? So they're one of the most important things in the golf swing. And obviously, like we all know, it starts with having a good grip. But here's an even bigger thing with the hands that I see so much is the hands are literally fighting each other when they swing the golf club back, meaning that it's like a bad marriage. They're not on the same page. The left hand has a mind of its own. The right hand has a mind of its own. So we need to be able to know and identify having educated hands, both what the left is supposed to do and what the right is supposed to do. So I've got the giant club out here. Okay, so to talk about what the lead hand does first, the lead hand feels like a backhand motion in tennis. So there's a lot more feeling of forearm rotation. Some of the most common things that I see is the arms just dragging through the ball, right? We see a lot of chicken winging, a lot of pulling the handle through, and not a lot of club head speed or consistency. Okay, so lead hand is backhand. I could feel the club face opening and closing. Now the right hand is something totally different, okay? Different in a sense that I don't feel that rotation in the club. It feels like the club is going more straight back, square, and square through. It feels like an underhanded throw. So from right here, if I was skipping a rock, throwing a ball underhand, that's exactly what my trail hand feels like. There's a lot of people with the trail hand on there, and it's really wrenching and pulling the club in. It's pushing the club down to start. It really has a mind of its own. It's not cooperating with the other hands. So to kind of show you what that looks like with a normal club, and of course I've got my handy dandy square set out, which it's probably the best hand and wrist trainer out there. So I like to use it for both lead hand, trail hand, and then two hands on. Okay, so when I'm swinging the square set, I can feel that forearm rotation. So the lower part of my forearm is turning from open to closed. Imagine like a little windshield wiper. It's making a little semicircle here. I'm not doing it with my shoulder or my upper arm. It's just happening down here with my lead arm. Open, close, open, close. Okay, so if I hit a ball with lead arm only, I've got a sand wedge out here. Watch the trajectory. You can see that's about maybe 20 feet high. I felt nice extension and a nice release. Okay, so now the trail hand with the square set on feels totally different. It feels more like an underarm toss, and the face, I do not feel it closing. Okay, but I promise you, when you put these hands together, you're gonna finally feel what teamwork, unification, cohesiveness should feel like. So my right hand, underhanded toss. And I know they're identical because the ball flight was exactly the same from trail to lead hand. So you know they're actually making the club do the same thing, even though they feel slightly different, okay? So get your hands on the same page. So from here, now I connect it with both hands, and I can feel with the square set on, one of the great reminders is it's staying up against my lead forearm over here in my follow through. Okay, now we're gonna kind of produce that same trajectory shot. So exactly 3 identical shots, all the same. That really gets your hands to work together as a unit, which is so important in the golf swing. If you haven't checked it out yet, man, come check out this square set. It's an amazing little small swing trainer, fits right in your bag, clips on the club very easily. And like we said, it really kind of gets you just working your hands as a unit. It's so important in the golf swing. Once that starts to happen, we really see students get better much faster, okay? Because at the end of the day, it is your only attachment to the club. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see a little bit more about what the hands do in the golf swing, take a look at this one. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. I check them all the time. I'd love to answer your questions. Until then, I'll see you next video. Have a great week.